at ringside.
Second play, round one.
When Magri won the title in March, he was the underdog, but he's not the underdog tonight against Cedeno. Cedeno in the white shorts. Southpaw comes with a reputation of being a craftsman rather than a puncher. And Charlie starts a heavy favorite in this first defense of his WBC 8-stone championship. Charlie was a tense little man at the weigh-in today. No time for smiles, no time for pleasantries. Cedeno, 25, 2 years younger than Magri. And what a pace these two have gone off at. Against this very oriental face of Frank Cedeno, Chinese descent. His grandfather was Chinese. Cedeno with 39 fights behind him, 31 wins. Magri 30 fights, 28 wins. But Magri with a much better punching record. Through and on top with heavy head punches in the opening 2 minutes. And the British world champion from the East End of London setting up a whirlwind attack in these opening moments. Caught with one swinging punch there from Cedeno, a punch perhaps he shouldn't have taken, but it didn't seem to disturb him. Cedeno looking at him cautiously out of slant eyes. Magri has set up some big attacks in this opening round, and he's comprehensively won it. Good start by Magri, 27 years old, first defense of the title that he won in this ring 6 months ago from Elioncio Mercedes of the Dominican Republic. Great Britain's first world flyweight champion since Walter McGowan 17 years earlier. The little man who's restored British pride in this division, in which we once dominated the world.
Second down, round 2.
Cedeno, the challenger in the white shorts, comes from Cebu City, the Philippines' oldest city. He's a farmer there. He farms corn and rice. And of course, he's the Filipino national champion at flyweight. He's defended it successfully 4 times. He's been champion of his country since 1980. And boxing tonight outside the Orient for the first time in his career. His way forward, prepared to swap punches with Magri, and Magri takes him on, stands his ground. And if Magri is truly the harder puncher, then Cedeno is signing his own defeat certificate. Filipino draws a deep breath. We're only in the second round. Britain's first ever world flyweight champion was Jimmy Wilde of Wales, and it was a Filipino called Pancho Villa who took the title away from him. The furious pace of the opening round has died a little. Charlie is putting together good combinations. Two good rights downstairs from Magri. I heard that last one go in, and I'm on the other side of the ring. And Magri smothering him with attacks. Cedeno's only been stopped once, and that was on cuts. So, whatever the opposition was like, he seems to be able to withstand punishment, and he's certainly having to withstand a bit here from Magri in these first two rounds. And Magri is so keen on the job, he never hurt the ball. Cedeno, 25 years old. He felt the chill of London when he arrived here last week from 100 degrees heat back home in the Philippines. He's training at the famous Thomas A. Beckett gym in the Old Kent Road in London. And looked good, according to everybody who saw him there. But he does have this reputation as a skillful boxer, but not a heavy hitter.
Don't mind, Charlie. Come on now. Move and target. Move. Don't stand still. Can't do well.
Second round. Round 3.
The three previous holders of this WBC title, Mercedes, Freddy Castillo, and Prudencio Cardona, they all lost this title in their first defense. So from the British point of view, one hopes that's not a bad omen for Charlie. Magri, the fourth world champion to come out of the Terry Lawless stable in the East End of London. John Stracey, Maurice Hope, Jim Watt, who's here tonight with his old opponent, Alexis Arguello, the man who took the world lightweight title from him. He's here too. And Magri is the fourth world champion from that famous stable. The little Filipino coming back hard at Magri, throwing one or two dangerous-looking punches. Magri's gone to war very early here, confident he can finish this man quickly. And Cedeno is coming back hard. Magri reddened around the eyes now. Good uppercut from Magri. Cedeno takes it and still comes on. He looks slightly overawed at the start here, Cedeno, but seems to me to be gaining in confidence. Magri whacking everything into the ribs. Magri threatening to break the Filipino's ribs, and still Cedeno comes back. This will never go the distance. Magri gambling everything here on getting this over quickly. Cedeno still taking it all and still coming back. What a tremendous battle. We're only in the third round. And the pair of them will be glad to hear that bell. End of the third. And Cedeno took all of Magri's best punches, and he has done now for 3 rounds. And he still looks ominously strong. So this is going to be a tough battle. And on the form of the first 3 rounds, there's no way this will go the scheduled way. Well, there were some tremendous moments towards the end of this round. What a battle it was. Punch for punch all the way between these two. And although Magri was hitting him with his best punches, Cedeno was taking them well and still hitting back.
Stand up like John. That's it. Come on. Going. Almost gone on the ropes. Bring up, bring up.
Second down. Round 4.
So the fourth, and these two little men have poured an awful lot of pain and punishment already into each other. Southpaw Filipino in the white trunks. Stopped only once in his career and then on cuts, and that's in 39 fights. Almost 7 years as a pro, Cedeno. Magri a pro for 6. Magri might well have to reconsider tactics here. He's thrown everything into the first 3, and he hasn't overwhelmed Cedeno. Southpaw left, driving through from Cedeno. Looks threatening. Maybe it's as well he's not a puncher. Charlie gets caught by some of those swinging lefts. And again. Cedeno now has time to measure the punches and find the target. Again, cracking punches from Cedeno. And Magri's got problems here. No telling now what might happen in this fight. Tremendous bouts of fighting. What a round that was. And you wouldn't like to give it to either man. That was a tremendously even round, and there were moments then when Cedeno was standing back and measuring punches and catching Magri with them.
Right? You want to feel like that, do you? Breathe. Breathe. Come on. Yeah, don't forget, roll and breathe. There's nothing the matter with you, Dave. Just take the time, roll, and hit that body. Charlie, come on. Come on, look at the lights. Shake a life. Come on.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Magri getting the verbals from his corner, being G'd up into even greater efforts. And Cedeno, well, he's had the ice pack pressed against the ribs where Magri's been punishing him. Rights and lefts from Cedeno get through, and Magri's standing there, an open target at times. And Cedeno is now threatening in this 5th round to take the title away from Magri. The little Londoners poured it all into 4 rounds. And Cedeno has taken his best punches and beginning to pick him off. Charlie gets close and puts in a good attack, but the moment he comes away, Cedeno's at him again. And now it comes down to a fairly simple equation. Who can stand the heat? Magri being tested to the limit. Cedeno's gun shot almost out of his mouth. Nothing but raw courage now needed from these two. Cedeno's lost his gun shield. And the two of them almost punched themselves out. And they stand back and gain breath. The whole thing swaying on a knife edge. They've almost punched themselves out in the first 5 rounds. You have the feeling one good punch either side could swing it. And the bell ends around and it's not resolved yet, and there's no telling how it's going to end, and Magri looks relieved beyond measure to find the sanctuary of his corner. He almost slumped onto the stool, and he looks despondent. He's thrown everything into the first 5. And he looks almost sold out to me.
Seconds out. Round 6.
And Cedeno looks the pressure of the two as they come up to the 6th. Filipino, a little bigger physically than Charlie, and with a longer reach, and using that reach now, and keeping Magri from getting close, and Magri finding it harder now to mount the attacks, and the Wembley crowd willing him on. Has he got it left? Magri throwing no punches. Magri looks to me as though he's fighting out of instinct now, and very little else. Cedeno hitting him at will. How much of this can Magri stand? He's gone. I thought he might. It's the 6th round. And it looks as though Charlie's world title days are over. He's up. Signor Paletti of Italy has counted to 9 and he signals it on. But can Magri take it anymore? And Cedeno finds him easy to hit. The legs have gone. It's all over. Magri's down again. Second time. I don't think he can survive. He's got up early. But the legs have gone. The referee gives him another long count and lets him come back in. But there's nothing left for Magri. Cedeno's got it all now. There's still 45 seconds of this round. He's down for the 3rd time, and that's about as much as he ought to be allowed to take. He's waiting his chance, and he stopped him. He gave him 3 counts, and it stopped in the 6th. There's a new world champion, and Britain's only world champion has been beaten. And the Filipinos celebrate joyously and madly. Well, I said earlier that the 3 previous holders of this title had lost in their first defense, and now that makes number 4. Celebration and applause for this Filipino who fought a good fight. He took all that Magri could throw at him, and in the end he was too strong for the little man from Stepney, who held the title for only 6 months. What a sad night for Magri and for British boxing. Well, this is one of the saddest 6 rounds you'll ever see for a British fighter. This is the first knockdown. Cedeno came out looking strong and confident, and the punches just bowled Charlie over. And from this moment, you knew in your heart of hearts that he wasn't going to be the world champion very much longer. And the second knockdown, just as painful to watch. The punches driving through. The man alleged not to be a heavy hitter, but quite heavy enough at this point to put Charlie down for the 2nd time. And I wondered whether he'd be allowed to go on. But he was, but only to stumble into the 3rd and final knockdown. And these were the closing moments for Britain's only world champion. The man always looking now likely to destroy Magri, and that was it. And the little man from the East End of London sportingly holds up Cedeno's hand
Charlie Magri,
as we acclaim a new world champion, and Wembley gives the former champion, Charlie Magri, a very sympathetic round of applause.
My heavens, what a war that was, and now I understand there's a fair bit of money around for Charlie to come back and meet